Hello, my friends. Good morning. How are you? I'm back here having this conversation with you, our daily conversation, looking at everything, including the mystery of death, the mystery of life, the mystery of birth, which are all entangled mysteries and all part of our existence. And so I am sharing with you what wisdom traditions have said about death and how it is tied to the mystery of birth and the mystery of existence. And what I'm sharing with you might be part of wisdom traditions expressed in spiritual literature, but I also want to say very clearly is that no amount of knowledge or understanding can be useful unless it is experienced. So it doesn't matter what the Buddha said, or what Jesus Christ said, or Muhammad said. If it's not an experience for you, then it's not real. Religion is believing somebody else's experience, and spirituality is having your own experience. That is what I want to engage with you about. And because there's this crisis right now, COVID, etc., we can see that everybody's experiencing existential anxiety to some extent, and the fear of death, and seeking meaning for existence. And we're all going through that process, some less, some more. But I am taking this opportunity to discuss with you the meaning of death and the mystery of death, which is tied to the meaning of who am I? What am I? And this, of course, is the biggest question of all existence. So, as we go through this in installments, I will also be showing you some meditation techniques that give you some insights into what I'm saying. So, it's not just theoretical, it's also practical. So, are you ready? If you're ready, let's proceed. Let's proceed. So, in this installment today, I want to share with you that identity, what we call I am Deepak Chopra or I am John Smith or I'm Mary O'Donoghue, that identity, the name, as an individual, it evolves over time through a process that involves the remembering, which is memory, and also forgetting, which is also memory. And therefore, we must address what do we remember, what do we forget, how does that shape our identity. So when people ask if the soul lives on after death, the answer is yes, if by soul we mean non-local awareness, in which all experience happens. And when people ask if the personality lives on after death, the answer that comes from experience is that personality does not live on even when we are alive. So the personality you have today is not the personality you had as a teenager. So the personality is evolving. So personality is not fixed. Our personality is always changing. We are not the same person that we were 10 or 15 years ago, or even sometimes a year ago. It is a sorry state if we are the same personality that we were when we were 10 years old. That wouldn't be good, would it? So our personalities are constantly evolving, transforming, growing. If the question is, does the individual survive death? The answer is, what is an individual? In reality, there is no such thing as an individual. What we call me, the individual, is different from day to day, from week to week, from year to year, and sometimes from hour to hour or minute to minute. The question would be then, which individual are you talking about when we are talking about survival after death? The old individual who was bordering maybe on senility, the young person who was in love and full of romance and desire, or the young child who was full of innocence and wonder and curiosity. Which of those individuals survives death? Which one will you survive as if you survive death? Okay, so pay attention right now. Just logical attention and your own experience. The individual is constantly undergoing changes, so what survives death is a soul and awareness which is beyond individual personalities in the sense that there is a continued transformation of what we call the individual, both during life or during life experience and during death, which is the incubation before the next life experience. A good way to think about this is to think of the transformation of a caterpillar. The caterpillar dies to become a chrysalis and begins a long slumber with its own energies. Then the chrysalis dies to become a butterfly. It is the same creature that has become something else, and yet every cell in its body, the butterfly's body, is different than the cell in the chrysalis. Every energy in its body is different. Every expression of the energy in its body is different. Everything we can see similarly changes form and changes activity. There's a change of the expression of energy within the form, and there's a change in the form itself. Nothing really dies, everything transforms. The water drop becomes vapor. The vapor could become a cloud. The cloud could become a rainbow. The rainbow could result in the bursting of other activities of which it is an expression. And so from that could come rain, water deep in the ground coming from the rain, manifesting as a stream, which then becomes a stream, a river, a puddle, a waterfall, and finally back to the ocean from where it started. In each state, it's the same drop of water with different expression. There's a constant transformation in nature and a constant transformation in which we call our being, our soul, our awareness. Therefore, the idea that we are a set, fixed personality, fixed in space and time, is an illusion, and the miracle is that we identify with this illusion, with this mirage. Everything is changing, but nothing ever dies. Now, if that makes sense to you, then we can continue this journey of understanding of the meaning of death, which is so intimately tied to the meaning of birth, and the meaning of existence, and the meaning of life. So today, let's do a little meditation on this idea. What is existence? And try and see through the meditation if what we call the self, the soul, the awareness, survives death here and now. Here and now. Okay, so wherever you are, sit quietly with your eyes half open, soft eyes. Be aware of the space that you're in, and let your body and mind be engulfed in this space, in the Chitakash, the infinite space, which modulates itself as mind, body, perceptual activity, physical objects, and the experience of what we call the universe. Soft eyes. And ask yourself right now, with quiet mind, perhaps you can put your awareness on your breath as you do this. You ask yourself, what am I? What am I? Not who am I, what am I? Now observe your breath and experience it as a sensation that arises in you as awareness, is experienced in you as awareness, and then subsides. The breath is a sensation. So observe it. And now ask yourself, am I the changing sensation of breath, or am I the non-changing awareness in which that breath is arising in subsiding? That's it. Am I the changing breath, or am I the changing sensation that I call breath? Am I that? Or am I the awareness that is non-changing, in which the breath is a sensation arising in subsiding? Now, even as your eyes are open, look around a little bit at the objects. Look at me, look at your own body, look at the paintings behind me, the statues. Look at anything in your room. And just move your head a little bit and ask yourself, am I the changing visual experience I'm having right now? Or am I the non-changing awareness in which this is happening? Answer is obvious, right? Now close your eyes and feel your body. And you'll feel an intermittent stream of sensations. Each sensation comes and then it goes. So, am I the changing sensations of the body? That's how I experience the body right now. If my eyes are closed, all I know about the body is sensation. Am I those changing sensations? Or am I the awareness in those sensations coming and going? Now listen to sound, same thing. And what you'll soon realize is there's a part of you that never changes, which we call I am. I am is the key to the understanding of everything that is changing across the stream of consciousness. Sensations, perceptions, images, feelings, thoughts, perceptions, everything, ideas, memories. So now if I asked you, do you remember your 14th birthday? And the answer is probably no. Do you remember when you learned how to speak English or any other language? The answer is probably no. You learned to walk. The answer is probably no. Remember when you in toilet training, you remember when you learned how to control your bowel or bladder? The answer is no. But you did. You learned all those things. You learned how to speak in English or whatever language. You learned to walk, you learned how to skate, to swim, to interpret, think. All that is learned through social constructs. None of that is the real you. The real you is the awareness in which all that. But you've forgotten. You've forgotten your life as an embryo. You've forgotten other lifetimes. You've forgotten your 14th birthday, unless, of course, it was very dramatic. What do you remember? You remember 9/11. What else do you remember? You remember when you fell in love. What else do you remember? You remember moments of joy, So how does our identity evolve? Through selective forgetting and remembering. Where does that happen? In non-changeable awareness. What outlives all these experiences is the non-changing awareness. And that non-changing awareness, let's think about this. What is it that I call I am? Am I the changing? Am I the changing mind? I am the changing personality. Am I the changing emotions? Or am I the witness in which this is rising and subsiding? So for today, that's it. Just think about this, the meaning of the death, how it is connected to distance, to the meaning of what we call life, which is a continuum eternally and in timeless now. And think of the butterfly. Think of what Rumi said when he said, "When I die, I will with angels. When I die to be what we cannot imagine. Where we are headed is beyond imagination. And we will keep recreating ourselves through imagination, through creativity, through intuition, getting into that. So let's choose a mantra today. The mantra is Om Sharavana Bhavaya. Om Sharavana Om Bhavaya. Om Sharavana. It means that awareness is evolving right now. Individual is evolving, personality right now. That you that alone is Tattva as well. Well, my friends, good enough today, and we shall again tomorrow. I'm to see you there. And just audio. Some of you say you're enjoying it, and some of you say it's cutting off. I'm going to keep my technology. So thank you very much. Share and God bless.